This is a 2024 GMC Sierra 3500 with a gas L8T and 10-speed stamp-approved Allison. Now you guys see right here, the rear gross axle weight rating is going to be 7,250 pounds. The gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 11,600 pounds. And you guys see right there, all-in payload is 4,281 pounds. Curb weight 7319, and it can tow up to 16,000 pounds conventionally. So we're more than halfway there. That's about 10,000 pounds behind us. And this is a work truck too. So this is the 2024 with the carryover 2020 interior when they redesigned the truck. Now this is a double cab and long bed configuration, right? So it's gonna tow pretty darn good. And you guys see out back, it does have those 5 leaves in the main pack and 2 overloads. Now I already dropped the weight down on this truck, figure about 14 to 1,500 pounds there, and it only dropped 2.5 inches. So you guys can see wheels and tires are inside the trailer. Car is right there, and I'm ready to go. I mean, there ain't nothing else to talk about. We got to see how this big boy GMC is gonna do. You guys saw my last video with the red Chevy Silverado 2500 with the 6-speed. It didn't do so good. And today the weather's a little bit better, so it doesn't have an excuse. Just saying. It's been a long time since I've towed with the 6.6 liter gas engine. Now most of you guys know I owned this truck for about 6 months or so. And the only reason why I sold it was because my AT4X came in a little bit sooner than I thought, so it just kind of worked out that way. But nevertheless, a lot of people have this conversation. A lot of people actually do this video because you guys see we could have some potentially good news for diesel engines, but if we're all honest with each other, we know that we're not going to be able to have diesel engines without emissions control. It's going to still be there, but will we be able to delete? And if we're not able to delete without having anything come back on us, the gas truck becomes a conversation yet again. And that's why we're here. Can you buy this type of truck to tow your trailer? This is 10,000 pounds. A lot of times people who buy gas pickups aren't probably towing much more than this. This is probably the most they'll see, you know, behind a gas truck. And for this type of pickup, if you're looking at long bed trucks, whether it be this double cab or even the crew cab, the stability is amazing. And because obviously this is an HD truck, 1 ton, has the overbuilt suspension frame, so you're not even gonna notice a trailer like this back there. It has the spread axles, it sits lower, and aerodynamically it's just a really good trailer to tow. Even in higher winds, I've had no problems towing this trailer. But the question is, does the gas engine have enough power? Let's see. I gotta get over. The traffic is a little heavy. Well, this guy was gonna let me get over, but then he decided not to. All right, here we go. One more time. Come on, let's go. Yeah. $60. Listen, this is not a diesel, and if you're looking for that diesel power in this, you might want to go get that diesel because this will disappoint. I've said this in the past. This year, 2025, in the summer, has been a huge change for how these trucks have been performing. And I've noticed that a lot of these trucks have been really getting work going up this grade. So I'm really excited to see how this truck does too. What mile an hour is it going to get to? Is it even going to get to 60? Like the 6.2 liter, the L87 by GM, and the 1500 did really good. It was a high trim level Sierra, Denali Ultimate. I wanted to say it hit 65 miles an hour. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that truck did really good. This truck obviously is heavier. You guys saw the curb weight. It's not a lightweight truck, so GM needs to add more horsepower and torque to this engine. Oh my goodness, if you guys just give us a tune, give us a coated intake. Banks gonna give them a shout out here real quick. They have great products. Work with them and give them an opportunity to build some stuff that could be factory safe for people, for their warranty. I really think that if they added 50 more horsepower, this truck would be a great alternative. But because I've owned this truck at this high altitude, I won't do it again. I'd rather just have a diesel. Now, a lot of people don't tow a lot, but again, it doesn't take away from the fact that you're just not able to get to the speeds you want to get to going up these 6% grades. So you might get stuck behind these 18-wheelers going 30 miles an hour because you can't even break 50. So just keep that in mind. We really want to monitor the fuel economy, obviously, so I did reset the trip one. Now get this, you guys will see, for the life of this truck, almost, I mean, the truck has 31,000 miles, but you guys see 12.3 was the average fuel economy for 30,000 miles. So that's not terrible for a gas truck, because we don't know if they idled it, we don't know if they towed with it. They could have. I mean, 12.3 is a pretty dang good number. I would venture to say at 30,000 miles, now granted I tow a lot, my number would probably look like 13, 14 with the diesel. I'm just saying it would look about that number, you know, simply because, yeah, I mean, the diesels just don't get that great of fuel economy. So then again, it puts you back in the driver's seat of, should you go gas engine? Because how much fuel are you going to save between gas and diesel, number one, but number two, how much does diesel cost compared to gasoline? Now here's one more wide open throttle, drop down to 60 and go. The steps are closer in that transmission, but yeah, I mean, there's just not enough power. There's just not, and I think that GM really should fix that very soon. I don't know what they have to do. Direct import injection, maybe that might be a good option. I don't know, throttle bodies. I think that they have to really get in gear, because you guys know the Hemi has similar horsepower, although the torque on this one's a lot higher, but the Hemi just, it rings the bell, guys. I mean, right now it's 86 degrees, so it's not like it's super cold outside, so it is a lot better for the temperature. Let me go ahead and show you guys what the density altitude is and the altitude that we're at currently. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you didn't see it, we're at 4921. I don't know if this updates continually for the altitude, but the density altitude right now is 7,388 feet. So it's not as high as it's been in the past. I've seen 9,500 feet density altitudes going up this grade. So yeah. And we're gonna probably start at like 4,300 feet, and then we're gonna go up to like 7,000 feet with this test. So when we get to the 6% grade, you guys are going to see just how much these trucks struggle. But if you're looking for stability, let's just say you have a trailer right now that gives you a lot of sway. This is the truck you want. Even if it's a 7,000-8,000 pound trailer, this is the perfect truck. I don't feel the trailer back there. Like, I literally have to constantly remind myself, like, I look in the mirror real quick, like, oh my gosh, like, I have to look, because it doesn't feel like I'm towing until I'm going up this grade. Like, if I give a wide open throttle, that's the only reason why I know, because then I can feel that weight kind of holding me back. So even though this is only 10,000 pounds, this design of this trailer does hold back these trucks. If I ever have a chance to bring my trailer out here unloaded, I'll have to show you guys, if I get a chance to do a gas truck again, I'll have to show you just how much this trailer holds back pickups. Even like if it was empty, excuse me, at like 3,000-4,000 pounds, like, it would still struggle because of how this trailer is designed. It's just a sail. But if you do need a good stable truck, long bed pickups, way to go. Every truck I've ever tested, Ram, Ford, GM now, it doesn't matter. Like, you can easily go 70 miles an hour. If you can get there with this one, you can easily go 70 miles an hour with this truck, you know, and not feel like fatigue, because it just has great stability. And the tires will show you that in a second. The tires on this truck are great too. So these are the BFGoodrich tires, KO3s, 18-inch wheel, and the size is a 275/70/18. And you guys see the capacity right there, saying 3,640 pounds per tire at 80 psi, and very aggressive sidewall too. Looks good. You guys see this? You see the shifts? How it's kind of going back and forth? You did it again just now. That is my point. There's not enough power between the shifts. The 10-speed is supposed to spread the power a lot better, right? But if you don't have any power in the gear, then it doesn't really matter. You might as well just stick with the 6-speed. I mean, this transmission does help a lot. But if you're someone who owns a 6-speed L8T and you're like, man, should I get a new truck? You might want the new interior maybe. I would just tell you to wait, because if you're not someone who's going to do aftermarket stuff, this might be a problem, because I feel like there's just something that can be had here. I think that GM really could take this engine to the next level, and I know it has more room in it. I've seen guys supercharging this with not doing any upgrades to it. So if they're adding another 100, 200 horsepower to this engine and it's able to take it, then they really need to consider doing something in the future to maybe get this engine to like 450, 460. That'd be really nice to see this engine dethrone the 7.3 with more power. You guys see the fuel economy? We should be to the 6% grade in about 5 minutes or less. We're at 5.3, but yeah, this is the struggle for the gas engine. It just, you're gonna burn some fuel. I'd put $20 in this thing today just because, you know, I didn't want to, you know, take it back to the dealership empty, because I'm gonna burn through a lot of fuel. So here it is, the L8T. If you didn't know, this is a 6.6 liter displacement, naturally aspirated V8. It's gonna have 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque. All that power goes to a 10-speed transmission. Let's see how it does pulling up that 6 and sometimes at some point 7% grade. All right, so we're here. I'm at 5 mpg. Let me switch over to the speed. I gotta drop down to 50. And ready, set, go. Go ahead and get over to. Oh wow. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm not even looking down. There it is. What? Okay, I spoke too soon. Look at this little fighter here. I spoke too soon. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the last truck I did, L8T, with the 6-speed. It did terrible. Now, it did do terrible a little later on up this grade, so we'll see how this one does. But man, so far, man, it's kicking some tail right now for a gas engine with only 401 horsepower, right? Come on now. Look at GM trying to show off today. Like, wow, I'm actually a little shocked by this. Don't sleep on GM's V8s. I know they've been having some negative publicity here, but man. Wow. I honestly didn't think it was going to hit 60. Wow. It's 83 degrees. And there's a little bit of traffic up yonder here. This kind of sucks. But you know, we're almost at the top anyway. 60, wow. And like I told you guys, you know, you always complain about me slowing down to 50, but look what actually happens in the real world. Like, I mean, I'm going 30 miles an hour. Like, this is my point to you guys, is you will have to slow down sometimes. I know some of you guys don't have trucks in real life. You don't tow or nothing. You're just in the comment section in your mom's basement talking trash. Man, this little fighter here, man. Wow. I'm impressed. I really am. We pretty much hit 65. Not bad. Transmission was about 216 at the height there. I didn't check the coolant temp, so you guys would have to tell me, or when I edit the video I'll be able to see it all. But man, a little bit of a downshift right there. Another one, okay. Not bad. Not bad. I'm impressed. I really am impressed today. It's not like it's, you know, like 60 degrees outside. It's warm today because some of the trucks did have issues, you know, at the same temperature, you know, at 83 degrees going up this grade. So good job, GM. I'm impressed. Not sure if you guys can see that rear axle at 181 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and check out those headers down there. You know, I'm actually really shocked at these temperatures. Not bad. 150 on the intake manifold. Intake. The fans never really kicked on. I saw 300, so I can't see what I'm pointing at, but I saw 3 something down there. We're at 4.5 mpg, but the good news is all we're doing now is going down, 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 down. We're gonna drop, what? Almost what, 4,000 feet? Somewhere in there, 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Go ahead and get over to. So I want to show you guys how well this truck does maintaining speed now. Did you guys notice how quiet this truck was? I don't think I've ever heard an L8T this quiet. 31,000 miles. If you want to jump on this truck, Larry H. Miller Super Ford. Ask for Diego. This is a really good spec truck, guys. If you just need a work truck or something to haul your trailer, this gets the job done. Now I can go this speed real quickly, but if you're someone that's looking to get started with towing, this is too fast, obviously. All right, I just did one. I'm on my second brake. There we go. Let's see if it will drop my speed. It will not. And I already knew this because my truck, same story. So we won't spend too much time harping on this. But yeah, you're not gonna really get the downshifts that you need to maintain a good speed. There we go, it dropped again. I dropped all the way down to like 60 miles an hour just now too. But again, I'm just going up. I'm at 60 miles an hour, 61, 62. It's just going back up. So yeah, when you own a truck like this, you have to maintain a lot lower speed because the transmission is not going to be doing any braking for you. So if you're doing 70 miles an hour and you're having to hit your brakes here, having to hit them again, you're going to heat up those brakes. And your transmission is not going to help you if you need it to. So I would just say maintain a good 50 mile an hour on a grade like this. That way you can keep good distance between the cars and just have enough time to really brake if you absolutely need to. But yeah, this truck is just not good. I mean, the 10 speed should be able to maintain, I would say 60, right? It's at 4,500 RPMs. I don't know what gear we're in, but like it just won't drop down again because it doesn't have any room. Here we go. just pulled in. Got 36.5 miles, 7 mpg, and for a gas truck, not bad. I've pretty much tested every HD configuration going up the grade, with the exception of a 410 with the 6.4, which is the Hemi, and I've only done the 7.3 with 373 rears. I haven't done a 430 with that engine, and I've done a 6.8 liter with the 373s too, not the 430. So those are other trucks I'm still kind of keeping my eyes on just to see if I have a chance to test them. But this truck having the 373 and it's the only option for GM, it's pretty easy. But I thought this truck did good today. Fuel economy wise, it did decent. It didn't do the best, but it did decent. The performance shocked me. I guess I set the bar really low for this truck, so that's why you probably felt like, wow man, you're really gassing this truck up. No, I just set the bar really low, and I'm actually impressed that it did actually get over 60 miles an hour and kept creeping up. I think it would have hit 65 if I didn't have to hit my brakes, but you guys saw this truck did a great job. I know it's not as hot today, I will admit that. It's not as hot today, but you guys saw the density altitude. It was still 7,500 feet, so it definitely was getting work today for sure. But all in all, hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are on. See you guys soon.